Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Lightning and the Blazers. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Abe Laws, the lefty from Arizona, gets the ball. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Seth Roberts. He will lead this one off today. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
First pitch, 136.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Into the box, Timmy Henson. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. Now, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't, one series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Row, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
1 out, nobody on. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Great afternoon for baseball here. 71 degrees the temperature at first pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting third, the third baseman, Mo Cole.
Standing in, Mo Cole, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. Here comes the first pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and one the count now. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1 and 2 now. Hard sinker misses. 2 and 2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Wes Taylor will do the pitching in game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Leading off
So
for the
striding
Blazers,
in, Richardson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Richardson.
Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Dan Dero, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field in this scoreless ball game. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
And that's in there, 2-1. Trying to bunt his way aboard to no avail. It's 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Another try at 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Fouled off. Really good at bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. Another full count pitch home. Liner in there for a base hit. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Stepping in now, Mad Dog Jackson. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He'll check in here at 256. 3 homers and 16 RBIs. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Jackson has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
The 1-2.
Nope.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
This is hit high and deep out to left. A ball that's carrying. He's there and records the first out.
Batting third, the third baseman, Snow.
Digging in, Colt Snow. He's gone over his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. From the stretch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Throw over to first, and the runner back. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Come on, that's out.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting fourth.
Stepping up to the plate, Samuel Rincon. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First pitch on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Runners off for second. Strike taken, the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. An inning in the books. No score on MLB Network. Second inning set to go. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, Marty Riggs. Pitch on the way. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Riggs, a native of the state of Michigan, has been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport. It's great to see.
Yeah, he has, Matty, an incredible career, and he's getting into parts unknown as far as seasons played in the 18 years in the big leagues. You'd be hard-pressed to find just your average generic player. When you start hanging around for that long, you're talking the likes of Mickey Mantle, Andy Pettit, Mike Schmidt, guys along that lines that have stayed in the game 18 years and produced.
The 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Up with it, Barreto. And the throw is there to record the first out. Striding in, Eric Piper. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch.
1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. Fouled away. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Another 2-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
In now, Ryan Nichols. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and digging in is the outfielder, Samuel Rincon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Rincon, a Canadian native. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first baseline. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. At the plate, Francisco Barreto, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Rincon on at first, nobody out. Up around the letters with that one for ball two.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Oh, it's hit to third. 5. The throw pulls him off the bag. And he's safe. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. Stepping up now, Lucius Rojas. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. None out, runners at first and second. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. In the dirt. Throw to third. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
The right fielder,
Striding into the box, Howard Urban. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is low, ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Now the 2-0.
That's ball 3.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Now the 3-0 offering. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
batting in. The shortstop, Darren.
Set to get his day started, Darren Arrington, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He's set and the pitch.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. And there's ball 2 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Has to challenge him now. Here's the pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
So now to the plate, Abe Laws. As the first pitch here has been high, it's ball 1. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. The set and the 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. One and 2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
One and 2. Here it is. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners, and the side is retired. So stepping in, Ryan Hinkle. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now the pitch.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
And there's ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
The 3-1 pitch.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs than this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time. Hard hit ball to second. He's right there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Now at the plate, Wesley Ray. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Fouled away. Third inning, no score to this point. And a foul pop behind the plate. Barreto is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Wes Taylor.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Wes Taylor, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now a pitch on the way. Lifted down the line in left. Here comes a left fielder. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Bottom of the third now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Richardson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. On the barehanded attempt, gets by him here, and that ought to go as a bunt single. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Mad Dog Jackson.
To the plate now, Mad Dog Jackson, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Throw over to the bag. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Slow roller down the third baseline. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Rain will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, third baseman, Colt Snow.
Striding in once again, Colt Snow. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
On a great time to pitch out as he'll be thrown out easily at second.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Hit out towards second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. stepping in and ready for another shot, Seth Roberts. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here's the pitch.
Ball one.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And the off-speed pitch is taken here, a ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. 1-2 pitch is a bit high, and he's back to even at 2-2. Right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
The center fielder, number 9, Timmy Henson.
Standing in now, Timmy Hinson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. A ball and a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
A runner at first with no outs here. Now a throw over, back in standing. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2. From the stretch. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Nobody out, runner on first. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And that's in there, base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Stepping in now, Mo Cole, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Fly ball into straightaway left. Rincon is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Marty Willis.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Marty Riggs. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
0-1 count and the pitch. Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Way outside. 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Eric Piper will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He's set. The 0-1.
That's out. 1-1. That's the ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The set and the 2-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
2 down, runners at first and second. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run shot to left center. 4th home run for him on the season, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Man, that's painful for a pitcher. He almost worked himself out of a jam by getting 2 straight outs, but he made a mistake right there and paid the price. 3-run home runs like that can be so deflating.
Into the box now, Ryan Nichols. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
3 runs already home here. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Sinker misses, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Hinkle. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Now the 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. The Lightning are out on top, 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Samuel Rincon.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The 1-0. This is on the ground over to first, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Now batting, the catcher, Francisco Barreto.
At the plate now, Francisco Barreto. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Comes set, and the 0-1.
Oh, that's out.
A runner at first with no outs here. And a bouncing ball, foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hops this one up, and no one will get this one. Here's another 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
For the first pitch, a check at first. And a dive, but he's back in. In now, Lucius Rojas, standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's a look over to first, and they got him. Two out, nobody on. Strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes. That's a ball.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
And this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Now at the plate, Wesley Ray. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First offering on its way.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
I got the count 1 and 2. Ball 2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
The 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 2-2 one more time. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
So with your pitcher do it next, you can either have him bunt or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with the bat in his hands.
Here comes Bob Melvin out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. James Ray will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
James Ray.
So now to the plate, Wes Taylor. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And this will be swept away in foul territory, and we'll see if they try the bunt again. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And they'll try to get the man to third as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Seth Roberts. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the season, Roberts carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Hit hard on the ground to first. Scooped up. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
So striding forward now, Timmy Hinson. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball.
Yep, that ball went out.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The 2-0 on the way.
Whoa, that's the side.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Yeah.
3-1.
4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Stepping into the box, Mo Cole. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run. I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on ShowTrack, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
Now batting, the first base.
Standing in now, Marty Riggs, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Two and 0 now.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Here it comes, 2-0.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea, as it's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Ready now, Eric Piper.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Hit out towards second. Right to him. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. Nashville leads it 6-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Howard Rubin. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. The 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And that's the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Darren Errington.
Into the box now, Darren Errington. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And that's low, ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Now to the plate, James Ray. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. From the belt, the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And this one's going to get foul for strike 2, so now we'll see if Bob Melvin wants to let his guy swing away here. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
At the plate, Richardson, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Comes set with the 0-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
The 1-2. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Settling in now, Ryan Nichols.
The catcher, Ryan Nickel.
First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
A 1-1.
That's ball 2.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Bounce towards the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The left fielder, number 33, Ryan Hinkle.
Into the box now, Ryan Hinkle. He's set. Here it comes. Popped him up. Snow is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The right fielder, number 13, Wesley Ray.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Wesley Ray. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
0-1 the count.
1-1.
Now the pitch.
Ball.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Lifted down the line in left. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Here now the 2-2.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Line to the right side. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Hey, sometimes you get lucky right there. Looked like a 3-2 pitch out of his zone could have got on base via the walk, but he wanted to knock instead.
Into the box now, Wes Taylor, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. 2 out with the man at first. And it's fouled away. Has a look, now the pitch. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Now batting, Mad Dog Jackson 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here it comes. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Into the box, Colt Snow. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now here it comes.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he misses 2-1.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
The 2-1. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
And he drops it. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Now batting, the left fielder, Samuel Rincon.
Skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Doc Huntley enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Stepping in now, Samuel Rincon, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, the pitch.
Nope.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
Runners on first with one down.
Nope.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Francisco Barreto waits on deck. The 3-1. He's got it. To second for one. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We're through 6 full. Nashville is out in front 6-0. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Seth Roberts.
Robert.
Here comes the first pitch. Left side, but well fouled. Into right field, that's a base hit.
The center fielder, number 9, Timmy Hinson.
So now to the plate, Timmy Hinson, and he fouls this one off. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Nobody out, runner on first. And that misses. 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Nope. Outside.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
C.J. Wolf comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Mo Cole will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Liner towards second, and that's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
In now, Marty Riggs, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. No hits to this point. The 1-0. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Pops this one up. Jackson is over and he puts it away for the first down.
The bat, number 2, shortstop, Eric Piper.
Now in the box, Eric Piper, and their runners at the corners now. From the stretch, high and deep to center field. Center fielder going back at the track, the wall. It's off the rocks and gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider. Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game.
D-Row, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, well, there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
To the plate now, Ryan Nichols, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. On the ground to third. And there's out number 2.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Digging in once again, Ryan Hinkle. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 4 runs here in this half inning. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. In there, a base hit.
Well, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Into the box now, Wesley Rain. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. More to come on MLB Network Sunday Baseball after this. Last half of the 7th here, and now it'll be the catcher, Francisco Barreto.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's the first pitch to him. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball, that's in.
Hit back up the middle. And there's one away.
The batter, number 6. Second baseman, Lucius Rojas.
Stepping in, Lucius Rojas, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Hinson comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for route number 2.
The right fielder, number 9, Howard Irvin.
At the plate, Howard Urban will swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
Ready once again, Darren Arrington. First offering on its way. Short, hit hard, reined in, while the throw pulls him off the bag. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. This one pretty well in the bag. 8th inning coming up. The Lightning are out in front here, 10-0. So here now is the pitcher, Doc Huntley, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no.
With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-1 home. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder on the run, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he is in there.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas, put some solid wood on it, and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
Bob Melvin's going to make his way out for a conference at home plate, and it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. Tony Tapico will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Junior Rodriguez is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Batting 9, number 7, Junior Rodriguez.
Into the box, Seth Roberts, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. No one out with a runner at second. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
At the plate, Timmy Hinson. First pitch on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to first. The double play.
That's not the guy you're going to see doubled up very often, so that was a quick turn at second base. Good transfer and a strong throw.
Now at the plate, Mo Cole. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Men on third with 2 down. Popped him up. Jackson in foul ground. And that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Lightning lead it 10-0. Stepping in, Junior Rodriguez, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Standing in now, Richard Richardson, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Pitch on the way.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Bases are empty, one man out. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one.
Ball.
A little low. It's 2-2. This is flared out towards second. And there are two away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mad Dog Jackson.
So coming to the plate, Mad Dog Jackson. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. And he misses there. 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Marty Riggs.
The first baseman, Marty Riggs.
First offering on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
That's the ball.
And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Misses. Ball 2.
I love these grinder at bats right here. Kind of a la Wade Boggs in the early 80s, where he would just foul off strikes that he didn't want to hit and wait for that pitch he was certainly sitting on and drive it off the monster.
Here now the 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Eric Piper will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball 1-0. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch.
Inside, ball 3.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
Three and 1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
The catcher, number 17, Ryan.
Into the box, Ryan Nichols. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. First and second here with nobody out. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
The 2-1 is taken for strike 2.
2-2 now.
Still 2-2. None out, runners at first and second. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Ryan Hinkle will be next. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Another one sent foul. He'll try it again. 3-2. Fouled off.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Another payoff pitch. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
So now to the plate, Ryan Hinkle, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 delivery. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Hero, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Leonel Diaz comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. At the plate now, Wesley Ray, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here comes the 1-0. Diaz offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Bases are loaded with only one out. And that's over. 2-1. From the stretch. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Skied into straightaway right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded and only one run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Digging in now, Doc Huntley. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. Nashville leads this one 11-0. Now at the plate, Colt Snow. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Samuel Rincon.
Digging in, Samuel Rincon. First pitch on its way. Ball 1.
Inside.
One out, nobody on. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a hard sinker there, chopped foul at home plate. The 2-2. Popped him up. Cole is there for it. 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Francisco Barreto.
Standing in, Francisco Barreto. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
11-0, the final shutout total in this one. The Lightning took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Wes Taylor earns the win, his second. Abe Laws was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 11 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the home team, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 27 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.